Hey there, today we are going to discuss and talk about World War I or the Great War or the First World War. So, without any further ado, let's begin. So first, let's find out which countries were involved in this war. So there were basically two sides, the Allied powers and the Central powers. The Central powers basically included Germany, the Ottoman Empire and the Austro-Hungarian Empire. On the other hand, the Allied powers included Britain, France, the Russian Empire, Japan and the United States. Now let's talk about the main reasons of this war. The first one was militarism. Britain, Germany and many other powers had increased their militaries quite a lot. This increase in militarism pushed these countries to be involved in war. The second reason is the formation of alliances through several treaties. For example, the Triple Alliance signed in 1882 set an alliance among Germany, the Austro-Hungarian Empire and Italy. The Triple Entente signed in 1907 set an alliance among Britain, France and the Russian Empire. There were many more alliances, but we will discuss them as we move on. The third reason is imperialism or colonialism. It's probably not a surprise that European nations like France and Britain at that time had quite massive colonies across Africa and parts of Asia. Now, there arose desire for greater empires among these nations, which led to an increase in confrontation, making it a big reason for the war. The fourth reason is nationalism. Every country wanted to prove their dominance and power, which led to the beginning and extension of the wars in Europe. Moreover, much of the origin of the war was based on the desire of the Slavic people in Bosnia and Herzegovina to no longer be part of Austria-Hungary, but instead be part of Serbia. Now, let's see the immediate cause of this war. The immediate cause was the assassination of this person, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary. He and his wife were assassinated in June 1914 by a Serbian nationalist terrorist group, more specifically by a person called Gavrilo Princip. Now, this assassination led to Austria-Hungary giving a set of demands to Serbia which it couldn't possibly provide. This led to the declaration of war by Austria-Hungary against Serbia. Now, we must know here that Serbia and Russia had an alliance, because of which Russia mobilized its troops. And so, Germany declared war on Russia due to its alliance with Austria-Hungary. So basically, Serbia and Russia were allies, while Germany and Austria-Hungary were allies as well. So it was on 28th July 1914 that Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. This is the day that the First World War began. Now, Germany also declared war on France, which made Great Britain declare war on Germany. Later, in 1914, Germany had tricked Russia into thinking that Turkey, which at the time was the Ottoman Empire, had attacked it. So basically, till now, it was Germany, Austria-Hungary and the Ottoman Empire versus Great Britain, France, Russia and Serbia. The USA and Belgium were neutral at that point, but this was to change during the course of the war. Now, I want to mention an important turn of events that occurred in 1917. During early April, the USA declared war against Germany, angered by its ship being attacked. Then later, in November, the Bolshevik Revolution, also called the Russian Revolution, prompted Russia to pull out of the war. Okay, so now let's jump over to 1918, when the war finally ended. On 11th November 1918, Germany signed an armistice, according to which they agreed to surrender their arms, give up much of their navy, and evacuate occupied territory. The political consequences of the First World War were massive. First, it resulted in the breaking apart of the Ottoman Empire and the Austro-Hungarian Empire, while Germany lost a lot of territory. New countries like Turkey, Poland, and a number of others carved out from Austria-Hungary were formed. Next, chemicals and gun shells made a lot of land unusable for many years. Large sections of land in France and Belgium and other nations were completely ruined. The economic effects were also massive. First of all, many countries spent huge percentages of their economy into fighting the war. The governments had to borrow money from their citizens, which led to an increase in taxes. Not only that, but the governments also started printing money, which led to inflation. That is, the value of the currency decreased. Now, the European economies also broke down because companies shut down due to their lack of labor, and the companies which actually made weapons also started shutting down because there was nothing to sell after the end of the war. Finally, around 18 to 20 million people died in this war. This was the deadliest war until that point of time. But in 20 years, another war would occur. which would be even more destructive than this one. World War II. Anyways, if you like this video, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. This is a summarization of the Allied powers and the Central powers, causes and the effects of the First World War, in case you want it.